Hey everybody, JD here with another Gray Man Urban Survival topic online. And today I'm going to go over a cool little gear mod with you regarding stainless steel water bottles, which I know you carry with you at all times. Sometimes if you're out in the city or maybe on a day hike and you're really thirsty, you come across some water that's questionable to drink, you need a way to purify that water to make it potable. Sometimes you might not have the time or the resources to make a fire. Maybe the location, especially in the city, is bad. So you need to treat it chemically. You can use liquid iodine. That's one way. You can use iodine tablets, which is probably the easiest, like Aquamira or the Catadine tablets. And I'm going to teach you how to make a handy little storage inside your water bottle to hold 2, maybe 3 of those iodine tablets. This way you come across some water, fill up your canteen, pre-filter it of course through like a bandana, and then you can treat it with the tablets. You'll always have them on hand, just enough for a bottle or 2. Sometimes that might be all you need. You know, water is life, and always being hydrated, you know, that can definitely save your life. So stick around, I'll show you how to do this. So first thing you're going to need to do, gather your supplies. You need your stainless steel water bottle, namely just the cap. You're going to need some crazy glue or super glue. You're going to need some sandpaper. I am using 120 and 400 grit. That seemed to work fine for me. And you're going to need some sort of way to cut with serrations. It's just going to make it so much easier. I'm using a modified Leatherman Wingman. And lastly, you're going to need a plastic water bottle, preferably one with these large style caps. So those are your supplies. Let's get to it. Okay, so what you're going to want to do, put the lid back on the cap, gives it a nice firm grip. You're going to want to take your 120 grit sandpaper, and you're just going to want to scrape the crap out of this thing. You want to get all the way up to that lip, that thicker one right up here. Do whatever you can, go at an angle, you know, rotate it, whatever works best for you. You know, really use the coarseness of that 120. But you want to get it all the way up to that lip, as flat as possible underneath that lip. Even if you get rid of some of that lip, that's still okay. But once you get most of it gone, go to the 400, you know, rotate it, which works really great as you're sanding, going like this. And you really want to get it as smooth as possible. I have another one that's pre-made out. You can see there's a couple high spots here. That's a little shiny areas. You don't have to worry about that. This is pretty smooth, and the glue will get rid of that anyway, so it'll still be watertight. But yeah, this is basically what you want it to look like. Just have that little lip, nice and smooth. I mean, you can go 600, 800 grit sandpaper if you want. Doesn't matter. I mean, 400 worked for me. So, all right, let's show you the last step. Okay, so finally, you're going to want to take the underside of your cap. Mine is from the Pathfinder store, and it has this nice, you know, thick, wide gasket and metal section. I know on some canteens, like the Kleen Canteen, there's sort of like a cutout. It's really hard to describe, but anyway, and this won't fit perfectly in there. That's fine. You can sandpaper away just a little bit of this edge here, you know, make it fit, and it should go in there pretty nicely. So with mine, I really don't have that problem, so we'll just skip that. Go straight to gluing. Get a lot of glue on there. Make sure you cover every part of that lip. Okay, get it nice and wet. And don't be stingy with this stuff, because you're going to want this to be watertight. Okay, and you just go in there, set it in, press hard. If you have some pop out of the sides, that's okay. You want it really in there. Press firm. Press as hard as you can. Okay, then if you want to hold it, you can. You don't have to, but you just let that sit for about half hour or so. Maybe longer if you want. You can always go back, dab some more here on it. You know, your choice. But that makes a handy little storage. Then you unscrew the cap. You can put a couple of iodine tablets in there. Always sits inside your water, perfectly watertight. in case you come across some water, you need to purify it. Since they're 32 ounce or 1 liter bottles anyways, that's exactly what those tablets are measured out for. You have a couple in here. You know, you'll always have some potable water with you in case you need to. Like I said, you can't always build a fire, but you can just drop in a tablet if you need, and you know, so there you go. So there you guys have it. Just a really quick, simple mod to one of your most important, yet probably the most underrated pieces of gear you can have. Just your stainless steel water bottle. Got my little cap right there. I mean, you know, what else can you want? Water, it's important. So, you follow this mod, you'll definitely be doing it with gusto.